Welcome back to the channel. Let me stop. I can't do this shit. I think I'm like that old man that everybody used to know from CNN. Anyway, welcome back. We're gonna be covering my shocks. We're gonna do a little review on the Owens. I also got a new seat. We're gonna talk about that. So let's roll that intro and jump into it, guys. Okay, so two birds, one stone. I am painting right now. I've got some primer stuff going that'll be in a future video. It's hot, I'm tired, but we're gonna shoot this info. So while I'm waiting for my stuff to dry and my little mask I was painting in, let's talk shocks. So I come home from work the other day and my husband, being the ADHD squirrel he is, needed something to do because he was off work. So he implied my shocks without me. However, it honestly, I don't know why we need another video on how to change rear shocks on a motorcycle anyway on YouTube, so it's probably for the best. Plus, I got to come home. He did a lot of calls with customer service with Kraus. Thank you, Kraus, you were a lifesaver for finding these shocks for me and having them. He also did a couple emails back and forth with Owens. I don't know how to say their name. I'm probably butchering it, but you know what I'm saying. So there was a big issue when I first bought the shocks. If you saw my TikTok or Instagram stories, you'll know about it. I originally purchased them from a very large parts retailer, and they guaranteed they had them, and then they didn't have them, and then it was a bunch of emails telling me they didn't have them, and it was just a mess. So that happened. So my husband, once again, being the ADHD person he is, went and found them from the manufacturer, and the manufacturer sent him to somebody that had them. Long story short, we got them. So the issue is with those shocks, it's the year of my bike, right? Because I wanted piggybacks, and my bike is an 08, and they just didn't have them. Nobody has them, nobody carries them. So, and plus I'm going from an air ride shock to like a regular coil shock. So there was that. And plus I already had a lowering kit by Hogworks on my bike because I had to drop it 2 inches when I got the Road King, because I'm a short queen if you didn't know. So he puts the shocks on, gets it set. I have video of that, I'll insert. Alright, so once those shocks are set, you can see that little bit of blue peeking through. That's all that was left to lower the bike. Because the lowering kit I had was for air shocks, so I no longer have those. Now, I loved my air shocks. They were by Showa. They come on the bike. He bought it used. I took it from him. I don't know if it came from the manufacturer like that, if somebody else did it. But they were air ride Showa shocks. They were great. However, with the lowering kit on it, every time I hit a bump, I would bottom out, and it would hit like hard, like really hard. So that's why the whole shock debate came about anyway. So I took it for a test ride. The only issue I had was I'm too short. When I'd go to stop at a stop sign, I'd almost fall over. And it isn't that I'm that short, it's just I don't want to say I'm an inexperienced rider anymore, but you know, when you're tired and it's hot, shit happens, you know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like it's inexperience, I feel like it's laziness, if anything. So sometimes I'll roll up on a stop sign and not paying attention, especially here in the country. I kind of lean and tip because I can reach, but I'm on like my tiptoes, you know what I'm saying? Like the ball of my foot. If you're short, you understand. So after the test ride, that was the only issue I had. He put it back on the lift and did all the phone calls like I said previously, and they suggested the best thing to do, instead of having to buy a different lowering kit and adjusting the shocks down, because they really didn't need to be adjusted down that far, was to change seats. So now I'm going to insert the seat footage. All right, now we're sporting the Harley Lowboy seat. Trying to see if I can get a little closer to the ground without having to adjust the shocks, because I like where they're at and I don't want to put the lowering kit back on. So if you're tired of hearing me say it, I'm gonna say it again because I haven't edited this yet, so I don't know what I've said and what I haven't said. The seat is the Harley Davidson Lowboy seat, so it puts you down and back, and it's also very narrow. I think I got primer all over me. I think I put it like on that video you could see. Now the issue with that is I took it for a test ride. We went on a big loop. He was testing out his new seat, and I took his other new seat. And the man has too many damn seats. You know, he collects seats like people collect helmets. So I took that seat. He has a brand new Saddleman. If you want a review on that, leave a comment. I'll get him to ride it some more. So the Lowboy only had about 500 miles on it. It's not even broken yet. Like it's still kind of hard, honestly. And like I'm used to my big sofa seat, but because it's got all that cushion, it lifts me up. So it dropped me 2 inches. I think I have a video of us discussing it. I'll see if I have it. If not, so we're back to where we were when the lowering kit and the original shocks was on the bike. So that seat dropped me down 2 inches. So now I'm touching again. All right, so here's the issue. The seat puts my legs closer together because it's not as wide because of how narrow it is. And it also dips me down and drops me back. So that's why I'm touching the ground better. However, because it does that, my legs are now closer to the engine. And it's hot and I'm sweating more. So that's the only con right now, but other than that, that's the setup. That's what we're gonna have to go with so I can touch the ground. I like the shocks. I like the shocks a lot better than what I had. And the seat's nice too. I think I said it in the other clip what it was. It's the Harley Davidson Lowboy. It's nice. My husband rode it maybe 500 miles. I've got it now, so hopefully I rolled that footage. Because I don't know what I got when I don't got. I'm trying to film like multiple videos today because I've got the time, and it's gonna take a long time to film these painting ones. So anyway, that was us discussing it. So as you can see from this other video, I'm gonna insert that too. Even closeness of my leg. All right, so from that video you can see like now I'm like really close to the engine, and I got fat thighs. There ain't nowhere else to say it. It's the truth. I'm aware of it. He's aware of it. I got fat thighs. So now I'm like super close, and like my little chunky meats is getting burnt the fuck up. Like I feel like I'm a rotisserie chicken at this point. Not even a rotisserie chicken. They done put my ass in the ground. It's so damn hot and covered it with coal. Okay. So I don't know if I need like some heat shield or something to fix that, but that's the issue. I love the shocks though. So if you come to find out about the shocks, let's talk about the shocks now. Before, like I said, I'd hit really hard, and now I don't hit hard. It kind of feels like I'm gliding. It's a weird feeling. Like my bike feels totally brand new. I got, you know, with the new seat and new shocks. Like I feel like I'm riding a completely different motorcycle at this point in time, especially when I came off that bobber, the project bike, and then jumped on the Road King today. Like it's totally different. Okay, so you know, the shocks really make me feel like I'm gliding. Like literally on the test ride, we probably went 20 miles on the test ride, just like a huge loop of our area, and that was country roads, highway, a little bit of everything. So I actually was like looking for bumps to hit just to see what it would feel like. So when I would hit them, it literally felt like it was like a little bounce to it and then like a glide. Like there's no other way to describe it. Like I was gliding over the bumps, and it is a fantastic feeling considering the last time I would hit a bump on that bike, it would hit me real hard and jar my back. If you have back problems, these might be your shocks. I have back problems. I have a compressed fracture in my back currently. You know, it ain't slowed me down. I ain't stopping. So I am all about the comfort for my back. And I will say with that seat, I'm used to riding with a rider's car. I'm used to riding with a rider's backrest, and with that seat, because of how deep it is and like the narrowness, like I feel like I can like lean like this in the seat and not need the rider's backrest. So there's that too. But honestly, if you have back issues, I know everybody loves Legends. Everybody loves Legends. Maybe give these a chance. I mean, I don't know, they're expensive AF. You know, I see him in the background over there. He's on the couch. He's probably making fun of me. They're expensive AF. Like, I literally was intoxicatedly drunk when I spent these $1,600 for these shocks. but they feel good, man. Like, I'm telling you, I'm used to getting off the bike and my back hurting. I got off that bike with, like, you know, it was only 20 miles. I'll update you after I go mileage, but after 20 miles getting off, I didn't even feel stiff. Like, my back did not hurt. It was nice. So that's that for the shocks. If you got any questions or anything, I'm probably smearing primer all over me, and I probably shouldn't be touching my face. If you got any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below. And thanks for watching, guys.